Black people say Cadillac. That's a fact.
God damn.
Yeah, I didn't know that, man. That's
Really
crazy.
hard.
That is a fucking fact. Google it.
I know we're like some of the biggest purchasers of Mercedes-Benz and there's a few other high-end brands that black minorities, aka black folks, is like some of the biggest buyers.
I'm pretty sure BMW's up there too. I'm not, I could be wrong too, but like I think BMW's up there.
I'm not sure about the foreign cars. I'm not 100% positive on that, but Cadillac, I'm positive about that. And it all started about the commercials. As soon as they started putting black people in the commercials, they started buying that shit. Same shit with Pepsi. The reason why black people like Pepsi over Coke is because they started putting black people in the commercials, and they started buying it.
Damn.
Wow.
That's crazy. Shit crazy.
That's wild.
Bro. So wait. Another thing that happened in news. Did you see Buck from G Unit, young Buck from G Unit is like being forced to sell what he owns of his publishing in his catalog because he's so bad in debt from child support among 50 Cent and a few other creditors.
I feel so bad for him on that.
That's messed up, man.
Hey, cocaine is a hell of a drug.
Okay. Alcohol too.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, bro. I'll be like, wow. And like, 50 a petty dude. So 50 easy to forgive his debt, but he ain't.
Right. And he won't because they're into it. And that's the thing that sometimes frustrates me with 50 Cent. Lately, I've been gaining more respect for 50, but I'll say overall, I've never really been the biggest 50 Cent fan. But like I said, lately I've been gaining more respect for him because I like the fact that he's helping Monique.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But he is a petty motherfucker. Like, bro, like sometimes he goes a little bit too far.
Yo, listen, the ultimate petty 50 Cent was when he bought old dude's tickets up. Who was it?
Ja Rule.
The ultimate petty, man.
He had to perform in front of like an empty stadium.
Yeah. The whole he's like the freaking first 20 rows or something like that.
First 20 rows, he bought all the tickets, so Ja Rule had to perform in front of the crowd.
Yeah, he is petty. But like I said, I'm gaining more respect for him though, because he's helping her and a lot of other people out.
A lot of other people, he does play a role.
And he definitely paid his dues because I think I was talking to somebody about this about a month or so ago. I'm like, you don't remember all them fucking phony ass fucking DVDs that 50 Cent was coming out for a long, long time. Them shits was terrible. Every last one. It was like 100 of them motherfuckers too. Every time I would go over to somebody's house, like, go hook up with a bitch or something, always would pull out some fucking 50 Cent DVDs. I used to be getting that.
Wait. I know, Mike, you too young for this, but do you remember, Reggie, when like Master P was hitting and like everybody like had the bootleg I got the hookup, the Bout About It movie? Was it Bout It movie or was it Ice Cream? No, it was Bout About It movie.
I'm about it.
I think I just watched that too. I'm not gonna lie.
Did you?
Yeah, with Dad, yeah.
Yeah, bro. Like everybody was showing up at homecoming and prom with the was it Versace?
Yeah.
One of you Versace.
The glasses and the fucking hat. Hell yeah. Listen, every fucking prom homecoming picture I see from like the mid to late 90s, every fucking body looks like that.
Bro, that's crazy how much like hip hop has that effect on us. And then it's like, and it's not I get it because I love rap. I rap myself. I've been influenced by hip hop. I'm the guy who loves old school. Like you could tell, you used to go to school, Mike, and you could tell who a dude listened to by the way they dress for school.
Really?
Yeah, like if he was an East Coast cat, he coming with the triple fat goose on. He's sitting there coming to school like with the look like either a Wu-Tang or he another East Coast dude. He coming dressed like a backpacker, or if he was a West Coast dude, he coming with the Dickies on, like dudes,
braids. Pro.
Yeah. Like
damn.
Bros came dressed like you knew what the hell they listened to.
Like Fletcher. Remember Fletcher? You could as soon as you seen that motherfucker, you'd be like, yeah, this nigga, he's just straight East Coast. Him, Russell Crafter, all of these niggas look like they
bro, these guys like you just knew. The confusing cats was a cat who was. Bone Thugs was always Midwest, but they always had like the khakis or the Dickies too, or whatever the case. Right. So you were like, wait, okay, let me see. He might be a big time Bone fan. And then you get to talking to them niggas, and they want to sit there and talk like they rapping like Bone Thugs and Harmony.
I mean, we all like, you know, everybody know how Connor was like at least a Bone fan because it was like
the
era we had. I mean, I may not knew what the fuck they were saying. All
I do was I miss my Uncle Charles, y'all.
I ain't know nothing else.
That's all I knew. Was like, man.
Mm-hmm. It'd be always looking like it's fucking going at your house tomorrow, boy.
You said what?
It always look like it's going at your house. Got the bar in the back.
Man, he got the lights, man. Listen.
Oh, I ain't even got my light
Reg,
on.
Bro, he got the speaker too. Like, it's crazy. He got the whole setup, man.
Okay.
He got the dartboard. He got the cards table.
You see,
anybody can get
bullshit back here.
Man, I gotta get you over here to Toledo, brother.
Yeah, Reg, bro, you gotta pull up.
All right. Okay.
And I can take you up across the border up to Michigan, so you know you can get the legal.
Yeah, that's my thing. You know, I'm over here smoking out. This might look like a cigarette, but I was so high that when I tried to roll this bitch, I fucked it up for the whole.
I thought it was a cigarette.
So I had to wrap it with a joint paper.
You fooled the hell out of me.
Yo, did y'all catch about the Instagram models? Getting caught?
I heard something about it, but I don't know the whole
story.
Getting caught with that's my other brother. Man.
What's up?
Yo, got caught with how many keys was when we did the math?
So yeah, it says 200 pounds. How much is it for a key? I mean,
that's a little bit under 100 keys, so it's like 90 keys.
90 keys. They got caught with 90 keys. Yeah. 2 chicks. So tell me if I'm wrong. That's not their first trip. This just so happened to be the time they got caught. Right. Ain't nobody trusted 90 keys to no new person.
Hell no. Man, they had to been doing that shit for a minute. Like,
I think they said it's worth like $2 or $3 million.
So the article says $3 million. They were driving on I-10, Mobile, Alabama. You gotta get the fuck up out of there. I ain't gonna lie. It was late Thursday, and they discovered exactly 217. They didn't even freaking mess around. They pulled a K9 out on them.
They was already. How about this? Somebody broke it down to me. See, we see what U.S. goes and counts it as a street value, but for them, you go try to sell that key where it came from, it's not worth that shit.
It's not worth shit. Where it came from, it's not worth shit.
Right.
Nothing.
So what they were telling me is that when that shit, that's only American value or other country values. So to them, to the drug dealer, that's a setup. You willing to risk somebody getting caught with 217 pounds because you know that I got a bigger shipment coming through and pulling off. Is that the chicks? There they go.
Those are chicks. Listen, bro, I ain't gonna lie. Bottom right, bro. Look, listen.
They fooling niggas with these pictures too,
bro. For real, bro. She look like
hey, listen. Whoever did they makeup is a motherfucking magician. I swear to God.
Listen, at the top of the article it says 200 pounds, and at the bottom it says 217. She did the 17 pounds by herself. Just look at her.
I'm not believing that's the same. That's the same people.
That's the same chick, bro. I believe it.
Crazy.
And that makeup
one on the left.
Makeup's a motherfucking lie, ain't it?
Yeah, it is. Women be lying.
Jeez.
Yeah, that should be a crime to even fucking have a makeup job like that. That's not you. That is not you.
No. Oh, bro, they went from looking fat, ghetto fabulous to like hood nigga.
Right. Y'all know we run the town. Yo, and you know what's crazy? I just thought about this too. Girl on the left is 34 and 36 on the right, and they like aged 10 years in those pictures, bro.
Bro, makeup, man. That's how they get us all the time with that makeup, bro.
They look like they shaved off 10 years, bro. That's crazy.
Bro, and they're both IG models. That'd be the sad part about it.
Listen, y'all need to unsubscribe or whatever y'all doing, bro. Y'all been catfish.
Right. If I ever see them motherfucker, that's right. That's a catfish right there. That's not IG. That's catfish.
Listen, bro. You imagine you wake up to the right and you see her damn face in the mugshot. Come on.
I'm like, bro, what is you doing?
I might reflex real quick.
Man, that bitch look like me. Listen, she looks like how I used to look when I was in high school with braids. Say she don't, Jamal.
Yes, you do.
Look exactly fucking like him, just with a different fucking nose.
Bro. The other one looked like she from Briar Hill, bro.
She look like, yeah, she kind of looked like, I ain't gonna say her name. Juanita. She looks like she could be Juanita. This her last name.
Yeah, Juanita. Hey, shout out to you.
Yeah. Now she looks like she could be Juanita's sister. Now Juanita was cold.
Yeah.
But he was fine as a motherfucker back in there. She probably is too if you're watching this.
Hey, number one for you. You said it,
that's
not me.
I
support the thought. That sounds on all ends. But
they both facing 10 years, bro.
That's it?
That's it? I might take that risk for 10 years.
Right, shit.
What? Well, nah. Listen. $3 million is not worth 10 years. I'm sorry.
You're not gonna make 10 million in 3 years of your life unless you sit there.
You're absolutely damn right. I'll do 3.
Really,
listen,
it's really not, but man.
And they both said
you're right. If it's 100 mil. If it's 100 mil, count me in. I'll take that risk.
I'll do 20. What are we talking about? 100 mil? I'll do 20 years. What are you talking about?
Oh, well damn.
I'm not doing it. Listen.
100 mil?
I can't do no dab.
Think about me, bro.
No kids not working no more. Nobody working no more.
I can't do no dab.
Listen, call me what you want. I ain't taking no rap for nobody, respectfully.
Oh, bro, I go to jail for nobody.
Listen. I'm glad you brought that up. I'm glad you brought it up. Listen, you just brought up one of the best fucking topics. I'm so fucking glad you brought that up. So let's talk about that. So listen. Number one, people are so concerned with snitching. Why the fuck are people so motherfucking worried about snitching? If your ass ain't out here slanging fucking bricks, it does not fucking matter who the fuck is snitching. That's number one. And number two, to your point, listen, if I don't got nothing to do with what you doing,
right,
or if I don't know nothing that you got going on, that's on you. That don't have nothing to do with me.
Right.
That don't have nothing to do with me. And number three, and when people talk about, oh, this motherfucker snitch, what are you gonna do to him? Nothing.
6ix9ine proved it. That 6ix9ine proved that broad daylight on what it's like when you snitch and you ain't got nothing. You untouched. He's untouched. He got his ass whooped. He did. No, I just thought about it. He in the gym. He definitely got his ass whooped.
But still. Listen, we all know people that told on people, that testified on people, that did all kinds of shit. And ain't nobody done this shit.
I tell my homies all the time, listen, we ride in the car. Your shit is your shit. Listen, I got too much to lose. Fuck all that. I'm sorry.
Right.
Hey, listen, I'm a straight up, hey, listen, it's not mine. I know exactly who it is.
Now, what is snitching is if me and you are both willfully doing something together.
Absolutely.
Right?
Yeah.
And I get caught and you get away. And I'm telling you, that's snitching.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's snitching. That's cold-hearted snitching. We all can sit here and say, well, don't hang with people that do illegal shit if you don't want to. Okay, right. But sometimes people do shit that you don't know nothing about.
Right.
So, if I don't got nothing to do with what you doing, but if we in it together and I know and it's my shit too, and that's different.
We both selling out the trap house. We selling whatever we're doing.
Right. We now, when you do that, then you the police.
Yeah.
You're the police.
Yeah, I agree.
Flat out.
If I know when we go into some shit and I get caught and I signed up for it, I mean, I'm man enough to sit there and take that L, right?
Oh, absolutely.
Then you got to take the hit. You got to take the hit.
You got to take the L.
You got to take that. You got to. But if you don't got nothing to do with it,
right.
Let's touch.
You get caught in my car and you get caught with a strap and they got a body on it and they pull it down to the police thing and they be like, yo, who is this? Nigga, I'm telling you should have.
That's a little
hey,
bit.
Wait.
The gun is on you anyway.
Wait. You made it to the police.
That's on you.
You made it to the police station. I ain't make it out the cruiser yet. Hold on, bro. Hey, listen. Hold on. Wait a second. I didn't know he had a strap. I ain't know nothing about that. So I'll keep it real. I don't got. You do the time. You do the crime. You do the time.
I mean, right. But see, with me, it's to the point where I'm at a certain age where certain shit I just don't even involve myself with no more. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
To just to avoid all that bullshit.
For sure.
You know
for sure.
Most times you can just avoid a lot of situations.
Oh yeah, like I said, most times when I got out of high school, man, I saw the people they picked. You know what I'm saying? They picked their lifestyles, and nothing against them. You gotta do what you gotta do, but at the same time, I'm just not with that.
I mean, I went down the wrong path, but it's just I'm just too old for that shit now. Right. I'm just too old for it. I've seen too many people.
Speaking on that snitching topic, we're gonna talk about Gunna on his first and his second time about him being a snitch.
Cool.
First time was Gunna. You know, you're familiar with
Gunna.
Yeah, so the first time was with him with Crime Stoppers, and the whole thing about his cousin. I think his cousin was killed, if I'm not mistaken, and he got on the live television and basically told that story like, "Yo, listen, I just want justice. It wasn't him." Oh no, I think his cousin was accused of killing somebody. I think it was. So what's your take on that?
Well, I mean, those are kind of two different stories. You know what I'm saying? It's a tough situation, and I just feel like the whole thing needs to be deaded. And I'll tell you why. It's basically because of what you said. So if a person just randomly just kills your fucking family member, what are you supposed to do?
Right.
What are you supposed to do? Just get punked by a motherfucking just killer, just run around just killing people and shit? What are you supposed to do? Just let them just keep killing you? Or okay, and then what if I go out and kill him? Then what am I supposed to do? Go to jail because I'm scared because he killed somebody in my family?
Right.
It makes no fucking sense. That's what I'm saying. People, and I'm only really going to speak on black people because those are my people.
Now, I definitely feel like the roles has changed. I agree with you. The first instance, I really don't look at that as being snitched or being a snitch.
It's not.
The second case, though, when we get back to what we were talking about, as far as what's going on, Gunna knew what the fuck was going on. He ain't stupid.
Right. He knew.
But your ass gonna take
that. He involved himself. The same thing with 6ix9ine. Right. They involved themselves. So that's different.
Those cases, what? Some of those charges were dating back. What?
You gotta separate the 6ix9ine and the Gunna case.
Yeah, because that's two.
Okay, yeah. That's different. Yeah, that's different. You're right.
Oh, absolutely.
You're right. I agree. You're right.
What I'm saying is, some of those charges were dating back. They were watching Young Thug and that whole situation went back to 2015, 20 whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Well, they was watching that. They was watching the dudes that 6ix9ine was running with way before he got with them.
Way before.
Yeah, they had wiretaps and everything. That's how
it just made it.
Wait. So 6ix9ine didn't even have to snitch then.
No, he
said he didn't have to tell. I mean, he told anyway. But what I'm saying is he added shit that didn't even have nothing to do with it too, though.
Right. Yeah, that's
you know what I mean.
He said, oh yeah, and his mom, by the way, his mom.
Cardi B was there too, if I'm not wrong.
Yeah, anybody he
said Jack Harlow.
Bro, I'm telling you right now, I'm 6ix9ine. I'd have done the same thing.
Oh yeah, I'm snitching.
I'm sorry.
But check this out though. 6ix9ine has to be one of the dumbest motherfuckers on planet Earth. And I'm gonna tell you why. Let's just go from the beginning. Let's go on gang rules. You are not a black person. You are not. So therefore, you are not a blood, right? You know they're extorting you because you don't want with any money.
Wait. I want to agree with you, but
I don't agree necessarily with whites not being blood.
He's not white. He's Mexican, and he's not from. Listen, he's not from California neither. He's not.
You don't gotta be a blood from California to make you a blood. You don't gotta be.
Okay, all right. Listen, all right. I can agree with that, or one of them, but one of them ain't right. Either you're gonna have to be black, or you're gonna have to be from California. Which one?
That's not.
You're not gonna tell me this motherfucker is a Mexican from a whole other country and he a blood.
But wait.
Listen, I bet you they won't let your ass go be any Norteño, Serrano, MS-13, any of that shit. I bet you they won't let you. They won't.
No, you're right.
He's not a blood.
But unfortunately, black gangs don't require you a lot of times to be black. It's kind of like one of them organizations that want to grow so bad that they just let motherfuckers claim the shit.
Like the Sopranos, like Italian gangs didn't need black people. They didn't really need it.
But the Bloods and the Crips, they expanded so much that I almost got myself in trouble. It's kind of like the LBG, the Rainbow Coalition, the LBGT.
And that's what he is. You see how colorful he is, man?
Yeah.
Every color. He pink, orange, green, blue.
Listen. Yeah, that's a good point right there.
Let me say it in a better way.
Got yarn in his hair.
It's kind of like Black Lives Matter. You didn't have to be black to be whatever case of Black Lives Matter, right?
Okay.
All right. So with that, you start accepting any motherfuckers that want to rock because you just want your movement to mean something, right? So you start accepting any and every motherfucker into it till you start realizing this shit get out of hand. That's what's no different than you have a lot of people who's in the LGBT plus community who was like they had their set core values, what they were fighting for, and then they start letting all kind of other motherfuckers come in, and then the shit started getting out of hand. Yeah. So then it started being like way more. The motherfuckers like, yo, like, bro, we not tripping on that. Like, that's not what we fighting for. We don't give a fuck about that.
We're just fighting for pride.
Hijack the movement.
I think you can simplify it with him a lot easier. I think the culture is I want to be gang. And then when you start fucking with some real gang, man, listen, we all know about RICO laws. If us four, just as on this thing right here, start saying we a gang and any fucking one of us commits a motherfucking crime, we all know that we can go to federal fucking prison. Right. We all know that. So why would you cap? Put yourself in that situation, then get jammed and start telling shit that didn't even fucking happen.
Because he was never a street nigga. He was never really a street dude.
That's what I said. He's not a blood. That's what I said.
No, there's a difference. Gangs.
I'm not saying he wasn't a blood. I wouldn't say he wasn't a blood.
He wasn't a real nigga, but he was a blood. Like, not all bloods are real niggas.
And not all street dudes is real niggas either.
Listen, he ain't a real nigga because he's on no criteria. Because he's a snitch. So he's not a real nigga. He's not a real nigga because he's not black. He's not a blood because he's not black. He's not a blood because he's not from LA. He's not a blood because he's not an American citizen. And as soon as the pressure got put on him, he immediately said, I am not a blood. And when he went, now that he's what you call the right word, ostracized from the community, now he says negative things about black people. Typical. When he went over to motherfucking Russia, he said, what's the girl that they was holding captive? Brittany Griner? Sam Fucker.
Well, I wouldn't wait. I mean, my sentiments was okay. That's a whole different discussion because my sentiments was like,
that's different.
Hey, I felt we got gypped on the deal. Personally,
hell yeah.
Listen. I wish I could. I'm gonna tell y'all something when we get off of here too that I know about him too. But it's since I'll tell y'all when we get off of here too. Y'all
we could have got a lot more out that deal.
Listen. They Google him and put it on on Spanish and just to see some of the stuff he be doing in motherfucking Spanish. You be like, oh man.
No, I know 6ix9ine and shit. I mean, you brought up old girl, and I just like look. I'm gonna be real with it. I ain't even gonna bite my tongue. I love our people, but I'm gonna also hold our people accountable.
Yeah.
I do too. Listen, I do every day.
If it was a white girl in her same scenario, I'm still gonna be like, she was dumb as hell. She was stupid as hell. I ain't sure dumb ass shit.
She was a black woman. We not trading the God of War or whatever case, the big time weapons arms dealer.
For a goddamn under average as fuck basketball player. I ain't
that's her prime. I can see she was like the LeBron of the WNBA, like in her prime.
No.
Listen.
We're not. Wait. We're not going to compare somebody that is committing real life crimes to an entertainer. That's what they are. At that level, they're entertainers, right? Am I wrong?
Right.
They're entertainers. That's nowhere. I don't care if you're Michael Jordan and LeBron combined. You're not getting traded for him. I'm sorry.
Damn. I mean, there's two ways of looking at that. I mean, I understand what y'all saying, and everybody makes valid points. But the thing that's like the fucking elephant in the room is like, come on now. Do you really think that they really wanted her? They doing that because of the situation.
That's why she got kept. Because
they snatched her for a fucking reason. Yes. They don't give no fuck about no goddamn pin. Don't care nothing about that. Not for real. That was a move that worked. They did what they wanted to do, and they got exactly what the fuck they wanted. That shit worked, man. They had no choice.
Yeah, because we folded. I would be like, listen, all y'all care packages, I'm gonna get to talk to Russia and see where y'all can send y'all letters, notes of support. Her ass ain't. I'm holding him. I'm holding this motherfucker till the wheels fall off. And Russia wanted him back bad.
But listen to this though. That they know of, just the United States government, and we know just from being in the streets and shit like that, that there's way more. For every 100 United States citizens, there is 120 fucking guns. That's just the ones they know about, and there's way more. So who's the real international arms dealer? Who? Because listen, the president of Jamaica,
Mexico.
The president of Haiti that was assassinated. Where did they get that gun from?
America. Bro, hey, ex-Mexican president, when he goes off, Mexico doesn't have a drug issue. The people of Mexico aren't dealing with overdoses or big-time drug people. For the people using it, they deal with a guns issue. You want to know why? Because they get all their weapons and everything else from us.
Mm-hmm. We trade them. That's how we trade them for dope. Straight up. And whatever.
Move that dope. Young nigga, move that dope.
An AK-47 is worth $10,000 down there.
Yay!
In some places here, it's worth $200.
I might have to join the NRA. Guns is going for that cheap.
Listen, you know about the ghost guns? In some places that you can legally make ghost guns and sell them all fucking day long.
I hate to change the topic. I really do. But I want to bring this up. And I feel like I want to call half BS on this. But how do y'all feel about the Las Vegas? Was it Las Vegas? Where was that at as far as those aliens?
Yeah, it was Las Vegas.
Was it Las Vegas?
One was in Las Vegas and somewhere. One was.
So you got the police. You got all those people that had sighted that thing in the sky, and then automatically, I don't know if y'all saw those fake videos, but it was. Well, how do y'all feel about that? Basically, I'm trying to say.
I didn't see it, so I really don't want to like say anything like about that. But what I will say is, if we looking out in the sky at the stars in the sky, right, there has to be some other form.
That's my question. Do you believe that there's other life out there?
It has to. If you're telling me that it's never ending and it just keeps going and going and going and going and going and going, it's impossible for it not to.
I thoroughly believe that there's other life out there. I do not believe necessarily that is what that was, but I do believe that there is for sure other life out there. I mean, it's like you said, there's galaxies upon the galaxies upon, you know what I'm saying? So you got all these different galaxies and suns. They praise, we discovered this new galaxy, this new star. But you're trying to tell me there's no other life out there. I don't agree with that.
I agree with you. What you're saying.
It gotta be. Especially if there's other water sources out there somewhere. It gotta be.
Yeah, I think it's ignorant and it behooves us to think otherwise.
Right. Especially when we don't know, but we do know that we can see shit. And if you're saying that every last one of those is a star with planets revolving around it, come on now, it got to be.
I heard that. Did any of y'all hear the 911 call when the dude was like, "I'm not fucking joking." He like, "I'm not joking. I'm not whatever case." These motherfuckers is like, did he say like 10 feet, 8, 9 feet tall?
Yeah. Can I show the video real quick?
Yeah, go ahead.
I want to see it because I don't even know what it is.
I can show the call real quick if y'all want, if you don't mind.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
Right.
There's like an 8-foot person beside it, and another one's inside, and it has big eyes and looking at us, and it's still there.
Pause real quick. You can see how edited that was, by the way, but the call is for sure is real. Absolutely.
Beside it, and another one's inside, and it has big eyes and looking at us, and it's still there.
Okay, where is your property?
We got to tell.
I don't know. I got an Android, so shit, I can't tell.
So there's 2 people or 2 subjects that are in your backyard?
Correct, and they're very large. They're like 8 foot, 9 feet, 10 foot. I don't know. They look like aliens to us. Big eyes. They have big eyes, like I can't explain it. And big mouth. They're shiny eyes, and they're not human. They're 100% they're not human.
So that was that right there.
I mean, but why is he like they look like aliens? How the fuck do you know what aliens look like?
You listen.
You watch sci-fi?
You
come on, man.
What's that show called? Ghost Hunters or something like that? You listen, there's alien hunters out there somewhere, man. They believe that, you know. I feel like you know, like I said before, you know, there's definitely life out there, but I don't believe that was necessarily the thing. I do believe that it could possibly be a cover up though as well, that it is in Las Vegas, not too far from Area 51, and that there could have been possibly some mistake, you know what I'm saying, from what they were doing. You know what I'm saying? So
the thing is though, there was multiple sightings these past couple of weeks. There was like, I think they said, it was like 4 or 5 sightings. I think.
Let there be a sight in Ohio. I'm fucking moving up. I'm leaving there. I ain't fucking around with that shit. Hey, there might be some sightings. Hey, there might be some sightings in the 330, but they not alien.
they just on the meds.
Yo,
you papa. Nah, man. I think I want to agree with Reggie on the fact that like it'd behoove us, or it's very ignorant to think that we're the only life forms within this galaxy or within.
Yeah.
I just feel that.
I feel like the belief that they're way, way smarter than us is a little exaggerated. Where they try to treat them like.
You never know.
Because they made it here and we haven't been able to make it there. That's why we get
you know what?
I think all of that, like what he just said about them being smarter than us, about what I said about how the fuck do you know what they look like? I think all that is set up for us. Like you see what I'm saying? Like how do we know? Like they look like aliens. I don't know what the fuck an alien look like.
We just right. That's exactly right. Yeah. What was I about to say? Yeah, that's I think that's a good point.
It's like they're portraying an image for us already.
Yeah.
It's like that with a lot of things.
The thing is, to be fair, if the government is doing this, they are striking fear where we can believe that there's something stronger than us. They believe,
here's the thing, because I remember when I first learned about the conspiracy of aliens, and I was always feeling like, yo, that's not real. You know, that's not real at all. But this right here is definitely those situations where you actually legit question yourself, like, yo, this actually might be serious. When the police was like, yo, nigga, stop calling us because we ain't coming to help y'all. Like, and on top of that, they said even after the fact that government vehicles were driving around the area anyways. So let's say it wasn't real. Now y'all showing presence to, you know, maybe look good or not, but you see what I'm saying?
I don't know. I know when they was doing all them fucking like with the crops and shit. Remember that bullshit?
The crop shit, the circle crop shit.
My thing is, there might be a reason that I don't know of, but why haven't we gone back to the moon? You know, why haven't we attempted these other planets that we are so advanced on knowing about and knowing how to get there? But why haven't we gone back to the moon? Where the moon is a couple. I hate to say this in a sense, but a couple more miles away, but we're trying to go to Mars. You know what I'm saying? So why haven't we gone back to the moon? Why haven't we fully discovered the moon? NASA is a very advanced program or a government entity where, you know what I'm saying? Why haven't we gone there yet?
That's a valid point.
We haven't gone there since, what is it, 80s or 90s? When the last time we went there?
I think 90s. I thought they were talking about doing a new mission or some bullshit.
Shit, I know people that don't even believe that shit.
There's people that in the video, the things that people point out about the video from the moon landing, they make some valid points on top of the lighting, on how the lighting reflects, how the guy fell. I think he did on the video. There's questionings on that too, and I'm just like, yo, they got a good point. So I mean, if we're so advanced, we want, was it the big reason why we wanted to get there quick so fast was to beat the other? Who was it? Russia? That was
it was during the Cold War, and we were all like, oh fuck, we gotta beat Russia.
Yeah,
like, trying to send them back. And the last time that we've been to the moon was 1972. Still during the Cold War, and it's one of the reasons they cite is because of the Apollo 17 having an oxygen tank almost explode on them, almost killing 2 of their astronauts.
And that, okay, so technology is so advanced since then. It's been 40 years, damn near, and you're telling me that? Come on now,
oh, bro, it's been longer than 40 years. I'm 42, so it's been 60, 50 some years.
No, you said 70. No, you said 72. That's not possible. It couldn't be 60 years. It couldn't be over 50 years. It's 40 years, about 40 years.
No, bro, I 81, 42.
I have a lot of images in my mind. I see spaceships crash and shit.
51 years. 51
How many?
Years. 51.
51 years?
Yeah.
It's been 51 years since somebody went to the moon.
Yeah.
Wait. You said they went to the moon last when?
1972. It was during Apollo 17.
Oh, that makes sense. Yeah, it has to be over 50 years. Yeah, that's right. Okay.
You want me to pull it up on the screen? You got
that makes sense. No, that makes sense. I'm tripping. That makes sense. My math.
I guess it's better than sending a whole bunch of motherfuckers up there to get killed and shit.
Bro, they know how to get up there. Bro, you know how much a spacesuit costs?
Hell no.
Bro, the motherfuckers is like millions of dollars. I think it's like $2 million for a spacesuit.
Per suit?
I'm not joking you. But how much is it, Manny?
I wonder how much a space condom costs.
How much is a spacesuit?
I want to smash an alien chick. I need a space condom.
Fuck all that. Ain't no fucking.
Man, you just say what's up? You watched The Fifth Element too many times, haven't you?
He said he was some
yeah, he want that one chick. Yeah.
So, I want the one.
How much is it? Motherfucker was an Avatar.
I want some Total Recall pussy. I want the one with the 3 boobs.
I'm scared of that. If them bitches look like that, fuck you, then eat you. I'm cool.
Hey, bro, hashtag pull out for what? She might eat
pulling out. I'm not even listen. I'm not even getting within 5 feet plus. I mean, come on.
Nah, I don't want that. I don't want no Smurf.
Yo, I'm gonna say, hey,
this nigga said Smurfette is hot.
Smurfette is not.
That motherfucker be watching that cartoon.
Go ahead. How much is it?
You ain't slick, boy.
Back in 1974, spacesuits cost about 15 to 22 million, which today's standards is 83 through 122 million.
Fuck out of here for what?
For one space.
Ain't NASA funded by taxes?
Yes.
That's what we spend our tax.
To be fair, the last even Russia hasn't tried to go back to the moon. Nobody's went back to the moon. We're the only people.
So why haven't exactly after
it costs too much, nigga?
So we really be paying attention. I'm about to be one of them 5%ers or whatever them niggas.
Nigga, we got a space force now. We funding a space force now. Ain't no reason why you shouldn't be going back to the moon now.
I mean, I don't want to pay for
that Space Force.
Huh?
I'm trying to be all I can be and join the Space Force.
Can you do
where my mom family is from, and this is a fact too. My family is from Chincoteague Island, Virginia. We're one of 2 black families.
Wait. Say the name again?
Yeah, facts. Hold on. What?
My mom's family were one of 2 black original families from this place called Chincoteague Island, Virginia. Oh, okay. It's on the peninsula. To get there, you got to cross this shit called Wallops Island, and they have a NASA there. Listen, that shit's sweet as fuck. I've never personally been in, but the road is like all these fucking bridges and shit, and it smells like shit because it's the bay. So it's like all these fucking bridges, and it's all these big ass fences, these big ass fucking satellites, and you can see like planes and shit over there, and it's like all this classified shit. And if you go over there, they gonna fuck you up. And
Wait, they gonna what?
They gonna fuck you up.
Oh, okay.
They'll kill you.
I thought you said they're gonna fuck you.
No, they'll kill you. If you go by that fucking fence or you try to go over that fence, they're gonna fucking kill you, dude.
Oh, bro, that's like the spot out there in the desert. Area 51 is real.
Yeah.
Wallops Island is real too. Wallops Island, Virginia. Google it.
I believe it. I believe it. Yo, they say the spot in New Mexico where everybody be thinking it's a joke, but alien sightings is actually like legit real. What's it? Is it Roswell, New Mexico?
I mean, I don't know. I believe that shit when I see it, but like I said, there got to be other life out there. And like I said, everything is not what we believe. It's just we've been taught a certain thing. It's not even 2023 in some countries.
What?
It's not. It is not. Listen, Google it. It is not 2023 in every country in the world. It is not.
Oh, I'm not disagreeing with it. I'm just like, who was on a different time?
I'm about to pull it up right now.
He said, who's on a different time?
I'm looking it up.
Wait, I thought, okay, wait, before you go there, I thought the biggest time difference was 12 hours. Am I wrong?
That's what they teach you. But it's higher learning.
Shit, if you come from that place from Virginia, I believe it. I ain't never heard of that damn place.
I mean, I didn't personally come from there. My mom and them is from there.
Okay. I just got hipped to this place. I just watched this documentary, a short documentary about this is military base. I don't know where it was at. I think it was in Kentucky or somewhere in the Midwest, where basically they made that bomb, and they had like over a couple thousand soldiers making individual parts of the bomb, but nobody knew what they were doing, and they completely moved everybody out of the city and made it a military base back in the I don't know. I'm saying that to say is I don't push anything past the government to make anything classified. You know, they were doing that back then. God knows what they're doing now. There might be a place. Listen, Youngstown might be why it is because there's a base there. They just don't know it.
Listen,
Nah, we would know. We would know.
Look, in Ethiopia, it's 2015. Thailand Buddhist is 2565. Russia is 2022. Israel Hebrew calendar is 5783. Iran is 14.
Oh no, that makes sense.
It's 1944.
That makes sense.
Japan is 34, and China is 4,720.
Wait. Japan's 34.
It's because of different calendar systems. That's the reason. There's different calendar systems around the world that still don't believe in ours.
Right. So like
other countries are following.
Right?
Okay, it's a different year.
Yeah.
So does that mean like they don't because before Christ and after Christ? Is that?
It has something. It has something to do with that.
Yeah,
everybody believes in.
What the fuck is Japan 34? What the hell? Am I missing something? God damn.
I don't know.
Kim Jong, Kim Jong died. They starting over at 1 again. They got it.
Some people don't believe that he even existed. So you can't tell a person it's 2023 if this person never existed.
I just gotta start all over again.
One. You like 16 years old, starting back over year 01.
Damn, you was just about to turn 21, bro. Damn, you got to wait a whole another 21 years, bro. I'm sorry.
I also heard that some countries you start off that you won the day you born.
That's crazy. 1 year that does not make at all. Damn. What was it like? I think it's Africa where
wait. Okay, think about it when you say it. What you just said though. That's because for us, and America has this bad habit of it makes sense to us, so it should make sense to the world. Right. And the world doesn't operate like that.
Right.
True. We do kind of try to make the rules for the whole. Yeah.
Right. We think everything that we think is right.
That's crazy.
Well,
right. You know what? And I always thought about that too, like the different cultures and how life is in other places and how they think. Mm-hmm. Like how we feel, how we're so big-headed in America, as far as like how we, like you said, everything is right to us. Everybody should go off our metrics. Our metrics are right. You know what I'm saying? I always thought about that too.
Talk to a person from Dominican Republic about weed and watch what they tell you. They're gonna act like you just a complete thing. Like, oh, it's a drug. It's drogas.
Jeez.
Because that's what they taught. You feel me? If you get caught with any amount of weed there, you're going to prison.
Jeez.
Yeah. So I mean, culture. I made the best dope post about a week ago. I said, are we being educated or indoctrinated in America?
Both, but I would have to say indoctrinated more than anything. You taught us to believe a certain thing, and anything but that is wrong.
I think there's no true country that's truly like properly like educated to the top where they know everything.
Well, yeah,
right. That's true. That's true. Every country has propaganda. Everyone.
Yeah, because there's like nowhere is truly taught like or everything.
The real true history.
Yeah,
but basically, even America at certain points used to be so in conflict that everybody will be telling their own trauma or whatever the case. But now you see the biggest thing that they're doing is like, yo, we need to get everybody into one accord because the world is starting to shift.
Right.
And with the world being able to shift, America can't afford to be looking at things in a different way. So they need us to be all on one accord to look at things this. So they have to shift the way we teach history, shift the way that we're taught about our past, shift the way that we learn and we understand things. Because they need us to hate the world. They need us to be all on one accord to hate the world.
They need us to get on deck with their agenda. And as long as we don't do what they say, it's a problem. You're woke.
You're woke.
You're woke. The wokeness is the problem. Go woke, go broke.
Yeah.
We can't get no broker. Listen, out of every minority in the country, guess who is the poorest? Black people.
Yeah.
So how can we go broke? We can't go broke. We're broke. So that makes no sense.
No, it's crazy.
Do you feel like black people are brokest because of black people?
Black people aren't broke. We just don't save and we spend our money.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you I can tell you every reason that black people are broke that I can think of. Do you want to say just all the way broke or compared to everybody else?
Compared to everybody else.
Let's go with compared to everyone else. Generational wealth. It all starts with real estate. We all know that. Listen. Any property that has been passed down from any generation is worth hundreds of times of what it was. When you don't give it to a group of people and you make it almost impossible for this group of people to own anything, they'll never have anything.
They're always playing from behind. They're always playing catch up.
You're always going to play catch up. And then so now we'll sell it to you, right? And then when I give you an interest rate that you'll never be able to pay, you're going to automatically be underwater. Even if I take the house back from you, the money that you spent is gone. The property is gone. And then we can sell it to somebody else. Then on the other hand, in real estate, right? Your property that they have, because it's in a black neighborhood, it's not worth what it would be on the other side of town. That's one way. So listen, if they was to ever just give us the 40 acres in a mule, we'll be motherfucking set. And if you've been anywhere out west, anywhere, they got the land out there. If you go to Utah, motherfucking Nevada, Wyoming, any of them places, anywhere, it's empty as fuck, bro. It's empty as fuck.
But so, I feel like
you got it.
This might I feel like that partially is choice as well too, though.
It is choices because we give our money to people. Listen, I'm about to start, Jamar. You already know where I'm going. You know where I'm going with it.
Hey, bro, let the chopper say.
Well, you good because I feel like I'm all about generational wealth, and the biggest thing that really changed my mindset, besides my uncle, was him telling me that to listen to Rich Dad Poor Dad. Right now, listen to that. I'm just like, yo, that's crazy. Like the concept of what you're taught compared to the concept which you're taught as far as an inexperienced parent wanting to change generational wealth is impossible.
Mike, can I interrupt you real quick?
Go ahead.
I had an argument with a whole bunch of my friends and family members because before everybody got hip to Rich Dad Poor Dad, there was a guy and don't get me wrong, he's not the greatest example of somebody to lead the fight. There's a guy by the name of Damon Dash who came out and basically broke down what's in Rich Dad Poor Dad when he was talking about employers raise their kids with the mind state of staying employers. Employees raise their kids with the mind state and the attitude of being employees. Even if they push their kids to go get educated, they're pushing them to get educated to be employees.
Yeah, right.
And when I heard that, and it was so many people that heard Dame Dash on the Breakfast Club that was all in their feelings because they was like, I'm no fucker. I'm not a worker. I fucking such and such and such. And fuck you dissing me because I work a job. Nah, bro, you not listening and catching the big picture. Sorry, but I just wanted to sit there and point that out. That before that came out, Dame Dash caught a lot of flack for saying basically exactly what's in Rich Dad Poor Dad.
I agree. Like, that's the thing with me. Like, out of high school, I finally and I feel like during high school I caught on to it. I was like, yo, listen, doesn't make more sense, to go to school just to keep working if you don't want to keep that same cycle. And I greatly respect and appreciate my parents for all that they did, hustling, grinding, dad and my mom. I wouldn't be here without them, of course, but we're not going nowhere. We're not getting nowhere. We're just going to continue to process. So what something has to change. And I learned that through high school. I'm like, yo, I was all about it. Freshman year, sophomore year, I want to be an engineer. And then I'm like, wait a second. You coming out of college. Some people are fortunate enough not to. And if you're smart enough not to, you know what I'm saying? Not saying I was smart, but I'm saying enough you're going to be in debt, basically. You get out of
250,000 plus.
You're going to be out of debt. You're starting off, fresh out, your official adulthood, you're in debt. So what the hell is the point?
Facts.
You're just being taught constantly through school, doctor to the doctor, the best thing you can get, to just get an associate. You're all the way to business. Any fucking major you get, you're going to be taught to work for somebody else. That's not.
That's why they straight. That's why at some point they switched and jumped away from the trades, because trades are like one of the oldest professions for human existence. Right?
Absolutely.
And so when you have a trade, right, you can go get a DUI, and even with your trade, you can't legally drive, but if you got somebody that can drive you to your next thing, you can still go do your trade, whether you're an electrician or a plumber. Right. You get that piece of paper, and I'm not shitting on anybody who's college educated. This is not a shit on
absolutely college not.
But this is just a truth-telling point to it that
this is true.
You can get certain degrees, and the minute you get a DUI or you get fucked up in life or getting a hard spot or your credit ain't this or whatever the fuck it is, them motherfuckers can withhold you if they choose to for making a living. Right. If you have a trade like a mechanic, a barber, an electrician, a plumber, certain other shit, like you can still go without the motherfuckers and go make a living for yourself.
Listen, if I'm a barber, I'm doing house calls with the Uber, nigga. I don't give a fuck about none of that. I'm Ubering to y'all. So, yeah, I agree. Truly, I'd agree. I mean, like I said, I'm not knocking. I have plenty of my friends that are going for bachelors and all that stuff. I'm not knocking that at all. You to each their own. You know what I'm saying? But me personally, I just like it's a waste, man. They're if you are truly about wanting to change your generational wealth, I feel like school is not.
That's not a good way to start. That's not.
You already start off. You already delayed yourself those years that you actually put yourself into.
And not only that, you already putting yourself behind the 8 ball, hundreds of thousands of dollars to start off with. You 22, $200,000.
If you want to change generational wealth, you want to change the black culture. You just bought into what they wanted you to sell. They sold to you, basically.
Mm-hmm. A motherfucking dream. That's what that is. A pipe dream.
A pipe dream. I was about to say that shit.
A motherfucking pipe dream. That's all it is, and that's why they be so quick to give it to you. And I done fell victim to the shit. I done been a fool. I've been to school. That's how I know. Listen, but you know, you got a lot of motherfuckers like, shit, I'm about to go to school, get this chair. I'm about to flip this whip. I'm about to get a pound of weed out this bitch.
Yeah.
Shit. That thick and sweet.
Right.
Next thing you know, when you get that motherfucking interest, like, I ain't paying that shit. I ain't worried about throw that shit in the
maximum credit cards out.
2 years go by, 3 years, 4 years go by, money. 5. Next thing you know, you didn't listen. That shit triple what you didn't fucking borrow. Easy.
So, I mean, if I was to ask y'all to give y'all 2 questions. First question is, each one of y'all, give me your honest opinion on the state of Black America. And how do you truly feel like as to where we at compared to where we come from? Are we better? Have we taken steps back? And why do you feel that way? And I want to go ahead. I'm gonna say Reggie for last.
Okay.
I'm gonna go ahead and start with Mike, because I know Reggie's gonna be all y'all's gonna be loaded. But I'm gonna let Reggie go ahead and let the chopper sing when you get a chance. But go ahead, Mike.
I feel like the Black culture has definitely gotten better, but I feel like we're still stuck in that loophole. I feel like we're still being misguided. I feel like once I hate to say this, but I feel like once they feel like we figured it out, they throw another loophole in there again. You know what I'm saying? And right now, the loophole that we're about to get stuck into is Black-owned businesses. They're constantly, we're constantly pushing out Black-owned businesses, which nothing wrong with that. I strongly encourage, Black-owned businesses. But again, I feel like we're getting stuck in the loophole again in another chapter. But I think we've gotten better for sure.
I don't think we've gotten miles better because I feel like a lot of the concept of unity has been lost over time. And it's not just from us doing it ourselves. A lot of other cultures have shown that shit, they can do unity 10 times better than we can. We still got, I'm not going to ignore the facts that, I'm not even a full weight, I'm not going to ignore the fact that there's not tons of Black on Black crime. There's no Hispanic crimes are way lower. Even just here, because they know it's crime. It's and I know I could be saying something completely wrong. It's just that we need to stop having the concept that Black people, I think a lot of Black people have the thing of they have to support other Black people. No, because people will eventually take advantage. I'm going to take advantage. Shit. I'm not a full Black. I'm going to say, yo, come support me. I'm Black owned, this and that. This is for all my people. And I can sell it to all my white family. Be like, yo, these idiots, they don't understand, man. They think they supporting me. I'm really about to send this to y'all. Whatever y'all want to do, just pay me the money. If I'm just being honest, $100 million, I'm selling my business. It's gone. I'm out. It's gone.
Go ahead.
That last part was crazy though. That last part.
I'm gonna get off topic. So listen, I'm gonna give you some statistics. Please listen. Anything that I say, anything that I ever said before this, after this, at any time of life, Google it. Okay. Listen. Do you know who is the number one killer of Mexicans in the United States? Mexicans. Do you know the number one killer of Puerto Ricans in the United States? Puerto Ricans. Do you know the number one killer of Irish people in the United States? Irish people. Do you know the number one killer of Italians in the United States? Italian people. Listen, every group, it's going to be the same. The reason why is because no matter what the circumstance is, when a person kills you, 99% of the time, they know you. They know you. So there's no such thing as Black on Black crime because there's no such thing as Mexican on Mexican crime. There's no such thing as Asian on Asian crime. There's no such thing as white on white crime. There's no such thing as Italian on Italian crime. There's no such thing.
I have a question.
Listen, hold on. There's no such thing. It's a diversion that was made to confuse you about what people were doing to you. Okay. Somebody gets choked out by the police. Oh, that's a shame, but what about Black crime?
That's what I'm about to hit on.
And then let's get on some other stuff. let's pretend that there is a such thing as Black on Black crime. Okay, let's pretend like it's kids. I don't give a fuck if I whip my kid's ass. You better not touch them. You better not touch them. Period. So that's not even in the conversation. So let's get on the topic about black people in America. So what I think about black people in America is we could be a lot better. Because at the end of the day, what he's saying has some truth in it. That's why it's pissing me off. Because I know if a person kills me, it's going to be a black person. Because the people I hang with are black. But the thing is why is this happening? Why is a deuce $25 in Youngstown, Ohio? Why is it $50 at the most? Why? Because it's made for you to kill each other. Period. But I'm getting off topic again. I think that black people are getting smarter and getting educated about things. I know I am. Like, I never knew nothing about the stock market and all that shit and all that when I was growing up. And the kids nowadays are learning these things. Kids nowadays are learning about real estate. Kids nowadays are learning about owning businesses and things like that. See, we were never taught economics and things like that in school. That wasn't an elective. That wasn't in the curriculum at all. Not at Rand. I never seen nothing like that. And if those things like that were taught, we would be a lot farther ahead in life. So what I think is, I'm a little bit older now. I'm in my 40s. I think the generation that's like 2021 that knows these things that we're talking about now, I think they're going to be a lot better off than what we were. You feel me? Also, I think that black people need to stop worrying about what's going to happen to them in the next life when they're dead. We've been taught that we're going to be rich in the next life and be poor in this one. And that's okay. That's cap. Because everybody else is rich but us. Again, we're the poorest minority in the country. And we've been here the longest. It's time to wake up.
I have a question.
So, go ahead, bro.
So, you brought up briefly about the police. I'm trying to form it right. Basically, I feel like I don't know how to form this question, but you might get the hint. Basically, what I'm trying to say is, you know that you said it, Irishes mostly, kill Irishes, whatever race it is. But when you include the police, violence, and the corruption, how do you feel about that?
Well, I think the police
because I feel like the top was at North Carolina. I can't remember that exactly, but it was like 6 black officers that had jumped that dude. Regardless,
that was crazy.
Regardless of the stipulations of what it was, you know what I'm saying? When you put that badge on, whatever, I look at this. When I put my uniform on, I'm not representing myself anymore, unfortunately. But to extent, but like I'm representing who I am, as work. I'm representing my company. I'm representing my business. So those officers put those badges on. You're black, but you also are an officer as well. And there's a lot of police brutality right now, as you've been known for the last I don't know how many freaking years way before I was born. So I mean, how do you feel about that?
Well, I think that the police got a hard job.
Absolutely.
They do. And I really looked into it a lot. I got a good friend. I'm sure you know him too. I know Jamar knows him. Rob, they used to stay down the street from me. You know what I'm talking
about? Yeah.
And I listen to a lot of stuff that he be saying because he be talking and he be listening. Like you really should listen to him. You really should listen to him because one thing I like about him is he's trying. But like I said, they got a hard job. But with that particular situation, that was messed up. One thing I be seeing about the police too, they be getting quotas and shit too.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And I think when you put quotas on people, I think what's gonna happen is, a lot of times, some days ain't shit even going on. Ain't nothing going on. Nothing. And then when you put quotas on people like, oh, I don't get this many arrests and shit like this, it's gonna make people just do petty shit. It's gonna make you be able to pick on the easy person to pick on. You feel me?
So I feel like it doesn't. I don't think it's just the quotas too, because I mean, Jamar knows that I was wanting to get in that field as well, but I feel like also that it's not just a quota; it's just also protecting your brothers as well. Like, you guys have a very risky job, hard job, but at the same time, if your brother responds to this call and he feels deep in his heart that he's right and he's wrong, you still have to uphold, protect him at the same time. And I feel like that goes on as well as a lot of the time as well. I feel like at that Floyd situation as well was a big one because a lot of those guys were new and they're still being charged with shit. You know what I'm saying? And I
think so too. I think especially the one. I don't think that he really should go because you could tell by the look in their face that they like want to say something, but they're scared, like because they, they'll get in trouble or some shit. You know what I'm saying?
You're putting like you said, your brothers and sisters' lives. You're relying on them in those situations where there is an actual active shooter, for instance. You know what I'm saying? You're expecting them to protect you, but at the same time, they have your life in their hands.
Right, it's
a tricky game. And when it comes to law enforcement,
be a police officer. I wouldn't. And whenever I have any kind of interaction with them, I try to be on my best behavior because one time I got pulled over. It's crazy. I had got a DUI, and the cop pulled me over. So when they look at your plates, they know exactly who you are, right?
Yeah, absolutely. They know everything. Yeah.
Listen, he literally told me he was scared of me. He was like, "Man, I'm just glad that you were being cool. I seen how fucking big you are and shit." I'm like, I'm not about to let you shoot me. He's like, yeah, I'm just saying, because he was like 5'8" or some shit like that. He literally told me that, and I'm like, I had to think about it. He's a fucking human being, and there's no way without a gun that he could fuck with me. Period.
Yeah, that's true too. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I had to really think about that, but I'm like, I'm not gonna put myself in that situation because I know I'm caught. You feel me? But not everybody thinks like that. Some people like, fuck this, all that shit.
See, the thing with me is, I work with a lot of around Central Ohio. I work with a lot of law enforcement officers, and I would say on the other side, more say, we talk. I've had hour-long conversations on a scene or accident or whatnot with those officers, but I know without my job, they were to pull me over, it's a different situation. I know that for a fact. And I honestly, I do still fear. I have some fear in my life where, if I get pulled over for speeding, simple speeding, I know for a fact I have nothing in the car. I know for a fact I have nothing to hide. But at the same time, I know for a fact that this guy has my life in his hands. And whatever. They've shown body cameras of guys planting drugs. You know what I'm saying? I always think that I'm always afraid of what if this happens to me?
Yeah.
So
you have to be aware of that. There's no way that you can be a black person and not go through your head and not think that can happen to you. There's no way that you cannot think that, especially when we've seen it too many times. I'm not saying that more than likely is going to happen. No. But I'm saying it has to go through your mind. Like it's times like if I get pulled over and like you said, I have absolutely nothing on me and they're asking me questions. I'm sitting there like stuttering. They're like, what insurance you got? They're like, what's wrong with you? Fucking scared of what?
My brother was a prime example. He was there with me. He was asleep and I got pulled over for speeding. And I'm not gonna lie, I was scared. I was scared. I was freaking freezing. And the guy was like, simple question, why were you speeding? And Maya said, hey, I was going to flow of traffic, and he just went off. He went completely off. He was going to flow of traffic. You were making a flow of traffic. Blah, blah, blah. I've been doing this job for too long just to know you're going. It's just like you're coming with that much hostility. You're flexing how long you've been a police officer on me. What's the need for that? Come on. I'm being calm and collective, and you're just, you know what I'm saying? And back, kind of to flip the little subject a little bit. When anybody at their job is showing any hostility to me, like at the car wash, for instance. This lady was upset because I went through the membership only line with my brother's truck, and she just was off. She was going kind of like mean, ugly attitude towards me. I'm just like, what's going on, man? I feel comfortable enough to have that conversation. Are you okay? You having a good day today? When it comes to police officer, ain't none of that. Now you're trying to be a smart ass. So,
yeah, man. It's like dealing with and the crazy thing is my mom's brother is a fucking career cop. He doesn't live out here or nothing like that. But man, I just can't. Like, I don't know. I didn't have some weird interactions, and like I said, I'm sure your brother has told you about the interaction he had with at YSU.
I didn't tell him yet. I never told him yet.
Oh, okay. Well, tell him. I was there.
Tell him about it.
So look, this what happened. So I got this good friend. His name is Robert Harris, right? And his mom at the time was going to YSU, and she said that they was having some Hispanic month dance, some Hispanic heritage, something. Basically, we was kids, so it translated to us Puerto Rican babes. So we like, listen, we're going. So we get there, man, it's dead. Ain't nothing going on. Nothing. Like, it ain't not one worthwhile person there. Nothing. So we parked at like McDonald's or some shit, like somewhere on Fifth Avenue. Yeah, we parked at McDonald's. I remember like it was yesterday.
It's me, you. We the only two all the way black dudes there.
Mm-hmm. Right. And it's like dusk when we go, but when we come back, it's like dark. It's this white lady and her daughter. She's walking in front of us, but she veers like off to the left. We talking, rapping, whatever we doing, not paying them no fucking attention. Listen, by the time we got to Fifth Avenue, right, and we not like deep into YSU, we just like right there by McDonald's, like right in there. By the time we got there, police all over us. Like, yeah, we got a call that you guys were harassing some lady or following some lady or some stupid shit. Like, you know, and at the time I'm a kid. I'm only 17 years old and I'm turned the fuck up. Like, listen. Not smart as I am now, not knowing that I can possibly get fucked up by the police. I'm not thinking like that because I'm a kid. You feel me? But I look grown as fuck. You feel me? So listen, they asking us all kind of questions like, "Where's your ID?" I'm like, "I don't have one. I'm a kid." Listen, they like, "Well," asking us all kind of questions, patting us down all in our pockets. So let's asking us all kind of fucking just crazy shit.
So that shit was hard, man.
Yes.
That shit was hard. Like, I remember, like, we went back to Bobby's apartment right over there. That was at by Wick Park, right?
Yeah,
by that time.
Yeah.
So we go in there and like, I was young and naive, so, and I can't speak for everybody else, but normally when you're young and naive and you deal with some relationship, first feeling you get is hurt, like you're hurt.
Right.
Your feelings are hurt. Like, anger comes second. First thing is like, yo, like we didn't do anything wrong. Like, you're hurt. You're hurt for being accused of what you didn't do. And that was hard. And Bobby's mom was Robert's mom. He was pissed for calling Bobby.
Yeah, he be hating that shit now.
Robert's mom, she was pissed. Like, she was like super duper pissed. Like, we was hurt. We was upset, but we was like more hurt. Like, yo, like we weren't the thing for us is none of us in that group, not like any of us was no thug ass dude. None of us was no troublemaking. Like, we trying to be hard. We trying to be hot boy. None of us was that.
Right.
We were just a group of good kids just trying to go to a party that we heard it was going to be some babes that on YSU campus. And we just walked up. We went to a couple of buildings like, yo, this, whatever case, let's go. We didn't say nothing to that lady when we walked. We didn't think nothing of our interaction with her.
Nothing.
It was nothing. We might even say, hey man, how you doing? I kept on going about our damn business.
Right. We ain't paying that lady no motherfucking attention.
Like, when the police rolled up on us, man, that shit pissed us off, but it hurt more. It was like we didn't even fit the description to get even rolled up on. What the hell?
That shit happened. That shit had happened again too, but you wasn't there. It was me, Bob, Pat Dooley, and Tony Mozzie one day. We was coming back from the Silver Dollar, swerving, coming back down Mahoney, and I ain't have no coat on in December, and it was snowing. Listen, the same thing. Where's your ID? I don't got one. I'm a kid. You a grown man? No, you ain't. Listen, they had me put my hand all on the windshield for a walk. I'm freezing, man. That's what I was doing, talking shit.
Yeah, bro. I never had to. Maybe because my mother always used to like instill that fear of me. Like you dealing, whether it was adults, whether it was police, whether it was teachers. My mother always put it in like, you make it home. Don't disrespect adults. Don't talk back. You just make it home.
Right. You always real respectful. Always real respectful.
I live by that today.
I'll deal with
you and your sister.
You know, hey, I live by that today, and it's kind of now that I'm in the work field, it's a whole different ball game, and I'm still stuck in that mindset. Cause there's to be dudes at my job that be trying to talk to you crazy, like I mean crazy, and it's just like, yes sir. Wait, hold on, wait a second. You back your ass up. Hold on, wait a second. It's hard. It's a good thing, but it's like, God dang, it's hard now because I'm still stuck in that shell of that respect. You know, I should, but that's a good thing too, because, you know, show everybody with respect. You get respect, hopefully you get it back. But at the same time, once they cross those boundaries,
right?
Nah, fuck all that.
Yeah.
Now that I
like
think
how
about
big
it,
you are, how you're not about to talk to me. My manager, to this day, you know, I have the utmost respect for him, but at the same time, he has a mouth and he be getting in your face. I'm just like, yo, hey dog, listen, I'm gonna say my piece for sure. You just not about to go off on me like that. So, hey, so like, not to change the topic, how do y'all feel about that Conor McGregor thing, about him, this damn mascot?
Wait a minute, y'all bringing up stuff I'm not even hit to yet.
Pull up, Mike. Pull up the footage.
Pull up the footage. Pull up the tape. It's the replay. So basically, before I pull it up, I'm gonna explain a little bit of it. Conor McGregor, I don't know if it was halftime.
It was halftime.
It was halftime.
It was planned.
Yo, big cuz.
It was planned?
Yeah. He didn't just go out there and knock him out. It was planned.
Well, yeah, I believe that the actual the footage as far as like punching him wise was definitely there as far as planned. But I feel like at the same time, one second, I'm gonna pull it up real quick. I'm gonna just let the thing play. I definitely feel like it was planned, but at the same time, he took it too far.
Yeah. I don't know if y'all saw. I saw a post.
Let me know when you're ready, Mike.
Yeah, go ahead. So I'm gonna play it back one more time so y'all can see it because it is pretty quick.
Oh shit!
So listen. If I'm the mascot in that situation, I'm gonna do the same thing too.
I don't think it hurt. That thing is big.
I don't know. I get, yeah, it's cushion in there. I get all that, whatever, whatnot.
It probably didn't hurt. But
it probably hurt him. It probably hurt him for real.
So then I saw later on, it's like not on the good side for sure, but apparently that same day, that same night.
Yeah, the girl.
Assaulting a woman at that same game.
Who?
Conor.
Say that again?
Yeah, he got hit with a sexual assault charge that whole same night.
Damn, Conor.
Right. So, did the mascot say something, or like did?
Oh, he went to the ER the same night.
Like dead ass.
He's trying to collect that check. I don't blame him. Listen, bro. Listen. Hey, listen. If Conor McGregor worth millions and millions of dollars, punch me.
Right.
Oh, I'm hurt. Oh man, my toes is tingling. Right. Oh hell no. Nah.
Yeah,
hey, I can't feel my neck.
I broke my foot. My arm a little dislocated. My leg hurt a little.
Everything hurt. Everything hurt.
I think everything. That check gonna be far. That's that up.
Man, that shit crazy.
So yeah, and like I said, like you said, it's crazy as hell that the same night he got that thing. Didn't that just come out today?
Yeah.
The last I heard about him, he was trying to fight Floyd again.
Listen, Conor. Listen, I'm gonna put two and two together. Connor need to stay out the media's eyes, and so does Antonio Brown. I love Antonio Brown to death.
I know, man. That's
he need to hang it up, bro. Listen.
I just
got an Antonio Brown jersey for Christmas, bro. And that's when he left the Steelers. I'm a Steelers fan, die hard. Oh, of course, you know what I'm saying. But like, I don't know about you Seminoles out there, you goddamn Eagle fans, but I'm a diehard Steelers fan, and when he left, I was like, dang, that's hurt. But like when he started, all that stuff started releasing about him sexually assaulting people, and I was like, yeah, I can't rock with you. And now he just got into the what? It was like maybe a month ago. He just got into the dang, what was it, the AFL or the XFL?
He already had a team there.
He bought a team, and now he's playing for his team. Yeah.
He played for his own team and got kicked off his own team.
The problem is he has mental problems. He has a mental problem. He really needs help for real.
Yeah,
he really do. He really needs help.
Did you guys hear that he randomly apologized to the Steelers owner too? Yeah. He just apologized, I think, like yesterday or something like that.
Here's the thing about people who got mental issues. People with mental issues normally don't recognize that they have fucking issues, but everybody in their mind keep thinking like, yo, they're supposed to admit they got something wrong with them. He can't see what's wrong with him because he's living in it. He's living with it.
That's true. That's true. That's true. It's him. Of course, he's going to see that nothing he does is wrong. He thinks that he's right and everybody else is tripping.
Yeah, right.
But see, that's why you need people around you that you pay that are not really your friends.
Yeah.
Because a person that's not really your friend is going to tell you the truth. A person that's your friend is going to be like, yeah. As long as you. But a person that depends on you, that wants you to stay out of shit, is going to be real with you.
Yeah. Would you include Kanye in that middle state?
Oh yeah. Just not as bad. Just not that far gone. But yeah,
that one hurt me for real. But like more than Antonio Brown, Kanye West, man, he's a phenomenal.
He's still extremely phenomenal. Here's the part about Kanye people don't get.
We also have to separate how these two happened. Antonio got hurt. That's an actual, like, he got concussed. Like, that's actually, he can't fix it.
Kanye's is more
emotional.
Hey,
I'm not. Don't get me wrong. I'm not.
Hey, but to that point, Black. Maybe Kanye from that car accident.
Ooh.
Maybe, but it would have been sooner that you would have noticed.
No.
Was that? Wait. I might be tripping a little bit. I don't know exactly. Was that how he got in that through the wire, basically?
Yeah. Okay. The same concept.
Okay.
It's the more of the thing I'm saying is that I feel like it was that, but it's also mainly the emotional damage, and like he feels like everybody left that caused him to fully stressed out.
Once his mother,
it could be a combination too. It could be
mother too. Yeah.
It could be.
Trauma can be triggering. Trauma can be very triggering for people.
Oh man,
that's what I said. I can't put full blame into Antonio. I can at a point because he did ruin a lot of things, but it's still like that, like hurt. I know, like that hit was hard. Like that was a bad hit.
Yo, we were just talking about that at work too. That's crazy.
And the continuation of them hits too. Like a lot of times, it's not just really just the one just pow. They constantly getting hit over and over.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I remember that one hit and it kept stacking. It's like a big effect on them.
I'm not gonna say it's a dangerous sport.
Here's the problem. Go ahead. I'm sorry. I feel like what you say.
I feel like football is one. People disagree all the time with this, but I definitely believe, especially back then, that football was one of the most dangerous sports. And I feel like, and you can agree to disagree, but a receiving, either kick return, punt return, receiver, it's a dangerous spot. You know what I'm saying? Your eyes are on the ball the whole entire time.
Yeah.
And you never leave. You're taught catch the ball. You know what I'm saying? Your eyes never leave the ball. You catch the ball, and there's a big old 300-pound linebacker.
But it's also not just from the shooting point. It's also the linebacker suffer too, man. Like
the linebacker, the running back.
Yeah.
Linemen are just straight head hitting the entire time, low to the ground.
Those zingers hurt. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, but what I'm gonna say to y'all was this: I'm not disagreeing with nothing y'all just said. We discount or we ignore because, and the sad part about it is us as black men or people, period. But us as black men, a lot of times go through and we normalize the trauma that we face or that we deal with. Like what me and Reggie just described, trauma.
That's absolutely 1,000%.
That's fucking trauma that occurs in somebody's life. So the mental trauma that you go to, not always the physical, but in both count and equally matter. But the mental trauma and experiences you go through. For me and him growing up in school, and even for Mike, and even for you, man, not discounting anybody's experience. Like, yo, when you start losing people that you went to school with, like if you've known since your childhood, and that person doesn't get to make it to adulthood or gets killed by somebody else you went to school with, like that experience is trauma.
Yeah.
And so we learn to normalize it. And so once you get past the first one, you're like, damn, you get past, I don't know for him, it was my cousin Man, but once Man was my older cousin, but he was older. But then it was when Ezel went. Then when Ezel went, yeah. And then it was like after Ezel, it was like, yo, it just hurt. And Reader and all these other guys. And then you start normalizing, and that's trauma that we've learned to live with without actually fixing and actually dealing with. And it adds up for us as young black men. Like Mike, how many times how do we normalize? Look how many killings is going on. I used to be like talk shit about Columbus niggas, like whatever the case. But now that city is wild as hell. That city is
dude. Our brother just came into town from Florida. We were at Easton, not even 9 o'clock at night on a Friday, dude. And it looked like a ghost town, dude. It looked like a damn. You didn't see. There was probably in the mall, in the main mall, there was probably a collective, maybe 50 people, 60 people. It was empty on a Friday. That just explains how much the city has changed, man. It's depressing. It's when you go downtown, you go down High Street, man. You can't go down there and like have a good time anymore because you go a block away. There's a whole bar fight. You know what I'm saying? That's spilling out into the street. There's too much people that's trying to their egos letting go. You know what I'm saying? Trying to show off the egos and everything for some broad or whatever. Or not. It's too much going on, and that's everywhere. Don't get me wrong, that's everywhere. But I'm just saying specifically in Columbus, it used to not be that way. You used to be able to go to these places and have a good time as a collective.
That's where us from Youngstown used to go. Like, bro, I can go here. I'm chill.
Yeah, I used to love going to Columbus. Not no more.
Yeah.
Fuck that
dude,
shit.
It was like early this year, getting my taxes done in Hilliard. You know Columbus, you know Hilliard is not nothing. It's like it's a suburb, obviously, but like it ain't nothing. And it's this dude walking down the street with his gun out, like kind of like, yo, you in Hilliard, dude. What is all that for? Ain't nothing going down on Hilliard, bro.
I think in that concept, I think one of my scariest moments that like I kind of played off during the time as like being nothing, because I got so used to it, was when I told them to about it. But basically, one day I came into school late because I was like I didn't have to come to school till later, and they had us in lockdown, full lockdown. Both of my schools, there's like 2 of our schools, both locked down, and everybody's talking about it so casually, and I didn't hear about it until later that some dude brought an AK to school. And this is, by the way, I don't live where there's a lot of black kids, but we're not in a black dominant school. We're white. There's no reason to have an AK on you in a bag in classroom ever, let alone in a white school. And he just.
Well, that's where that shit normally ends up at. Like in them schools, like with AKs and shit, like they dad shit in them good neighborhoods because they dad likes to have. And don't get me wrong, I'm not anti-gun. I'm truly about, I believe in the right to bear arms.
Absolutely.
But I'm a believer in the right to bear arms responsibly and also holding those who bear their arms and they let their kids get access to them and go fuck up the schools. I'm sorry. You should be held responsible too. Because you didn't do it enough.
If not tenfold, I think you should take the blunt of the responsibility, if not the same amount as your son, 10 times.
Yeah.
Right. Like I feel that people should be able to have a gun to protect themselves. There's nothing wrong with that. But listen, for a person to be able to walk around with any type of fully or semi-automatic weapon is not fucking necessary. Period.
And the thing is, like, this was a freshman, by the way. He just got there. He was a freshman with an AK in his bag and showing it off to all of his friends in the classroom. And then, like, I sat there in a normal scenario, just sitting down, didn't think anything about it.
He must have had a Draco then. It was a little one.
It was a little small Draco in his bag.
Yeah, the baby.
And
no.
And it was
again, we're used to trauma, so we normalizing this shit is not supposed to be normal.
Right. But see, that's how they feel like the forefathers of the country, that's how they did it. And you know what? They right. Because you killed motherfuckers with guns and stole the shit. You're right. You're right. But that's how they try to dissolve all disputes.
I don't feel like, to be back on that topic of blaming the parents and everything, it's so accessible. The guns are so accessible. I mean,
listen, I told you the gun costs so straight.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, right. It's so accessible, man. I know so many people and dumbasses posted online. Yo, I got this Glock Gen 6 going for $100. Come get it. Come get at me. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's stupid shit like that. But you can easily bring it into your household, and your parent wouldn't know. Like you said, bring the book bag. Bring a book back to school. Your parents ain't checking your book bag. Come on. I mean, probably elementary school or whatever, which nowadays, obviously not, because there's kids in pre-K and goddamn kindergarten bringing guns to school and drugs, and they're not getting caught.
Listen, do you know how many guns I've seen that ran?
East ran, goddamn. Yeah, listen, I already know.
More than I can tell you. Okay, listen, that's the first, matter of fact, that's the only time I've ever seen a Derringer before. It's not a Dillinger. It's a Derringer, and I know that for a fact because when I had it in my hand, I looked on it and read on the side of it. It said, "For the guy." It did. I always thought it was a Dillinger. It's a Derringer.
No, it is like, okay, now Columbus is spent, and this is where I'm like, yo, I just paid this damn tax money towards this shit. It ain't working. But like, Columbus has paid what $3 million to put metal detectors into schools. Every single school, I think it's middle and high school, they brought metal detectors in them. I seen them at my high school. It's fucking crazy. It looks like a damn airport in that motherfucker. It's crazy.
That's what me and Reggie used to have to go through going to Rand.
It used to not be like that.
We was like, back then they used to trip and we weren't supposed to bring our pagers. This is how old we is.
Pagers, god damn.
Pagers. But so what dudes would do is, if you take your battery out your pager and keep them separate, you go through the metal detector, and then they or you just have your battery in your hand instead of whatever case, they just see a AA battery.
Mm-hmm. Like, what you doing with AA? You weird.
Bro, yeah, because the thing is not gonna go off. The pager by itself is not gonna go off. You go through, put that bitch back in, and then you sit there and make sure everything's cool.
The thing is, they spent $3 million though towards these metal detectors, and they knew previously that the metal detectors were not detecting knives, in some senses, and compact handguns.
What?
They knew already when they tested
plastic ones.
They knew already from a fact that knives and compact handguns were already getting through the metal detector. You spent $3 million to put them in there. They just trying to write them damn taxes off. God damn. But like, come on now.
Hey, bro, I'm not gonna say where we work at, so we don't get in trouble for shit.
Absolutely.
But we both deal with government shit. You know what's always spend it before you lose it.
Oh yeah, absolutely. They listen, they came in the other day, what was it? Probably a couple months ago. I'm not gonna say the other day, but a couple months ago. Like, yo, what y'all want? What y'all need? Oh, you want a brand new truck? We're gonna get you that. Like, seriously, this truck is worth $500,000. You like, yo, we're gonna get it to you. We got it in the budget. And on top of that, we just spending money, man. It's crazy. So I know. I truly seen it firsthand. I didn't believe it. And this is like, on the other flip side, wow, I'm really paying because these dudes are just trying to keep their budget up.
I mean, but hey, there's a flip side to that. What else they gonna do with the money, shit?
I know what they could do with it, but I ain't gonna say too much.
What? Say it.
Nah.
Bro, my coworker just said it best. the world revolves around the negative as much as the positive. And so they need this shit. This shit, in a capitalist society, the negative continues to fuel the positive. If there's
Absolutely.
no drugs, do you know how many motherfuckers would be out of a job?
Oh my God.
Yeah,
it would be no border patrol. It would be no federal prison. It would be no drugs.
There would be no need for all that. If everything was perfect.
Drug dogs, nothing.
No, bro, you need that shit. Just like for cancer, bro. Do you know how many if they cure cancer, how many people would be out
everywhere? Everywhere.
You think
medical field's gonna be done? There's nothing else to do.
COVID was a
yes, and there would be motherfuckers everywhere too.
COVID, I feel like personally, COVID was. I'm not gonna say COVID wasn't real, but I'm gonna say COVID was definitely a money scheme as well too, because you're telling me all these people coming in with this. Oh, I got a flu, regular flu, or I already had previous lung issues, and I have a flu, a general cold, and now they're just classifying it as a COVID. That's bullshit. You know what I'm saying? And they were just titling that under COVID for everything.
Well, bro, I think in a lot of situations it definitely was. I think a lot of situations it was definitely exaggerated. But I mean, there's a lot of times there's viruses that people get and they come and go and things like that. Absolutely. Like Ebola, there's been a couple different Ebola outbreaks, and with like COVID, from my understanding, it's been out for over 20 years or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Was it bleach? Was it on bleach bottles? Or something
it was Clorox bottles that said protects from COVID.
Yeah. I'll say this, and you can take how you want to take it when it comes to COVID. I went through it.
Yeah.
Fucking was in the hospital, fucked up on oxygen. The sickest I've ever been in my fucking life. I know that it's real, but I also can be realistic about the government's role and everything else with it. Do I think? How about this? Do I think the people behind? Do I think a conspiracy and there's bigger shit behind the whole thing of COVID and the way it's spread? Hell yeah. Do I think COVID is fake as fuck? Like some dumbass people that's out there that was all like, "Yo, this not real. It's whatever."
Yeah.
Fuck y'all, eat a dick. COVID is real as fuck. I got fucked up by it, and I still feel a way about the vaccine. But I got so fucking scared shitless going through COVID. I went and got the fucking vaccine, bro.
that makes sense to me. I just
bro, I felt like I was on my. I couldn't breathe. I couldn't even get up, go to the fucking bathroom to wipe my ass. COVID had me so.
That makes sense. That makes sense for you to get the vaccine. That absolutely makes sense for you to get a vaccine for that. But in my instance, I did catch it. I caught it once, and like you said, I would say that goes hand in hand. I had the H1N1 too as well. That was bad too. I remember that. But
damn, you had the H1N1 too?
Yeah, I had the H1N1, bro. That was terrible. That was crazy as hell.
You got the bird flu or the swine flu?
I'm sorry.
Which one is it, the bird or the swine?
What was that considered? I don't know what that was considered or not. But I definitely had that motherfucker. I was like in kindergarten when it happened. But
this nigga had it back in.
Wait a minute. How old is you, bro?
I'm 20.
Oh man, I'm thinking you about 30-some years old, bro.
He a baby still.
Hey, no, I wouldn't say baby. Don't chill.
My bad.
Nah, but for real, like, no, seriously. I agree. Like you said, in your instance, I agree. You know, life-threatening instances. If they're saying the vaccine is going to help you, by all means, you know what I'm saying. But I still haven't taken that motherfucker.
I got the vaccine, and I've never had COVID.
Really? Which one did you believe? Because I believe that different companies have some.
Hold on, I'm gonna tell you. My shit right here. This is crazy. I can see it. Make sure my.
Please don't say Johnson.
No, I got Moderna.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. But that's when you was doing a lot of traveling too. Back.
Mm-hmm. Listen, I was around thousands of motherfuckers, so I'm like, man, I need to.
And again, that makes sense. All that makes sense to me. I just feel like there's certain levels to it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like me, for instance, I wasn't going nowhere. We was in school at home, and I would work. I'll go to work too. So like, you were seeing people. I was seeing people on a daily basis. Probably a few hundred people every day. Not obviously within that distance, but you know what I'm saying, I was still seeing people every day. But I wouldn't see a need for me to get the freaking vaccine. And how they were trying to force it on people, nah, you're not getting me with that. I'm sorry.
Well, I mean, when it comes to that, it's kind of like I understand what you're saying, and you do have a strong point. Like, you know, in a way, they were kind of trying to get people to do it, but you got all kinds of vaccines, all kinds.
Yeah,
all kinds.
You just can't make a vaccine overnight and try to push it to people.
Well, those other ones at one point the same way, and some of those have been made in your lifetime too. Some of the ones that you took when you was younger are not the same exact ones that like me and him took.
And to be fair, I had COVID 3 times. I've had it 3 times already. It's been through my system, out my system, built immunity, then got back in my system. So, and I never took the vaccine once. Do I regret it? No. I'm glad I never took the vaccine. Don't know the after effects I'd have now. I don't have any effects from COVID at all now. But it was like during that time, man, I kind of got scared because I didn't know what was going to happen. It was like I literally just had a piece of pizza and now my heart feels like it's about to break through. Like it felt like I should be in the hospital at one point, and it was really scary. And it was just
the thing about viruses is though they come and go. Yeah. Like even with like chickenpox, I know neither of y'all two. I know it's impossible for y'all two to get chickenpox.
I had chickenpox.
I had it.
You had chickenpox.
Yeah, he had chickenpox.
Wait. When did you have chickenpox?
How old is you?
Yeah.
How old is you?
When did you have chickenpox?
18.
Listen, you're the only person I've heard under 25 that's had chickenpox.
I've had chickenpox.
It's not impossible. It's just rare.
Very rare. You're the only person I've heard. I ain't heard of nobody having, but I had it. But my point of what I'm saying is later on it's gonna come back more than likely in shingles. You can't cure no virus.
Yo, Red, you got anything else you want to touch on before we wrap it up?
Hell no, I'm hungry as hell.
So bro, you still down for 6:30 tomorrow, right?
Yeah.
Hey, wait.
I didn't think about it. That's all. Like I need to hurry up and go to sleep because I'm like, wait, got some shit to do.
All right. Well, yeah. Okay. Well, 6:30 in the evening tomorrow. Be on the lookout. AAA podcast. Don't forget, you got some topics and shit you want to talk about on that. Let me know. Y'all want to join? Y'all more than welcome to. Also, I want to thank everybody for listening, adding an input. Yo, this is a dope, random ass conversation. And I enjoyed it. I enjoyed talking with y'all. I walked away learning from something, learning the different age gap experiences. I want to thank y'all. And like Russell Simmons said, when Def commented him, God bless y'all. Thank y'all for coming out and good night.
Good night.
Good night.